Hello everybody, this is Valencia, and welcome to my channel Balloons in Business, where I show you the business of balloon and event decor. So today I want to show you how I made this simple graduation setup. It's graduation season, and I know a lot of you guys have graduation themed events, so I just wanted to give you some ideas. So if you want to see how I made this, stay tuned. So my backdrop is going to be a very simple, very inexpensive foil streamer backdrop, and I use both silver and gold streamers. The streamers are about 3 feet wide and 7 feet tall, and I used about 6 packs. So right now when I'm showing you, it's only 4 packs, but later on in the video I added 2 more packs to make it look more full. So most of these streamers come with like little sticky strips in the back that you can use to adhere the backdrop to itself, but a couple of them didn't, so I used some duct tape to make sure that it was nice and secure on the backdrop stand. And then I also used some backdrop clips, and that's going to be where I'm going to be attaching the balloon garland to. So I'm using Calisand chrome balloons in gold, silver, and space gray. I have the gold in 12 and 5 inch, the silver in 12 and 5 inch, and the space gray is going to be 18 inch and 12 inch. Now if you look and see, when I'm blowing up these balloons, they're coming out a little coney, and that's pretty typical for these Calisand chrome balloons. So what I am doing is stretching out the balloon first, and then I'm going to blow it back up again, and that will make it look more round. In addition to that, I will do my usual, which is put one hand on top of the balloon and release air from the bottom to make it more round. And then I'm going to tie the 2 balloons together into a dupe. And I'm going to do this for all of my balloons. I did get a question one time from someone on my video. They wanted to know, do I blow the balloons up to be the same size? And I do notice that I tend to blow up like the 12-inch balloons with the 12-inch balloons and the 18-inch with the 18-inch. But in this video, I actually blew up the 18 and the 12-inch of the space gray together because I only had a few 18 inches. So I wanted to really make sure those 18 inches were spread across the balloon garland. So now I'm going to be twisting my dupes together into small clusters. So for each cluster, I used about 2 gold dupes, 1 silver, and 1 space gray. In one of the clusters, I think I did 2 silver, 2 gold, and then the space gray. Now the reason why my clusters are so small is because I'm doing a small balloon garland, of course. But if I was doing a larger balloon garland, I would have my clusters with 8 to 12 dupes in each of them. So after I twisted all my balloons into small clusters, I'm going to take the clusters and tie them together by the necks of the balloons. Okay, so right now I'm actually positioning my clusters together so I can make sure that my 18-inch balloons are facing outward so that they can be seen. Again, I only have a few of them. So I'm going to take one neck from one balloon in one cluster and a neck from another balloon in another cluster, and I am going to tie them together. And this is how I make the base of my balloon garland. So now I'm going to take a 260 balloon, and I'm going to tie it around that backdrop clamp. I'm going to tie one end of the 260 around it and leave the other end out. And I'm going to take that other end and I'm going to wrap it around the balloon garland and then tie another knot back around on that clamp. So after hanging the balloon garland onto the backdrop, I realized that it was too short, so I created another small cluster of balloons and I tied it into the balloon garland. So now I'm going to take a 260 balloon and I'm going to cut it in half. And then I'm going to tie that half of the 260 around my dupes of my 5-inch decorators. And then I'm going to use that 260 to attach those decorators to the balloon garland, basically wrapping the 260 balloon around one of the balloons and then back around my 5-inch dupes. Now normally I do clusters of 4 when I do my 5-inch decorators, but I wanted this to look like kind of like a pearl necklace almost. So I only did 2 balloons for my 5-inch balloons. I only attached 2 balloons together of each. And I basically tied them onto the balloon garland to look somewhat like a pearl necklace. And I really like how this looks against the chrome shiny balloons. Now that I got the 5-inch decorators, I am adjusting the balloon garland because it's looking a little crooked. So I'll be adding my foil balloons using some glue dots, which I'll be attaching to the regular balloons. Now it's time to create some bubbles for the little champagne balloon. So I'm twisting some 5-inch decorators in chrome gold, chrome silver, and a satin white. So I got these 13 to 14 inch foil balloons from Hobby Lobby. And of course it spells out 2022, and I think they were like $1 each. And I got the streamer curtains from Hobby Lobby as well, and they were $2.99 a pack. So I'm attaching these numbers onto the actual backdrop pole with some glue dots. And those suckers are pretty strong. In fact, it can be a little tough getting those glue dots off of the pole when you're done. So be careful about that. So as mentioned before, I decided to add a couple more panels of the streamer backdrop. And as you see, that's the tape strip that I was mentioning earlier. I'm going to use that to attach to the back of the backdrop. And I added on 2 more panels of gold, I believe. And as you see, adding those extra panels made the backdrop look more fuller and less see-through. The balloons started to oxidize, so I used some high shine to restore their shininess. I just sprayed the balloons generously and I let the spray air dry. I don't wipe it or rub it in. And I also make sure that I put some covering on the floor so that the drops won't fall onto the floor or the carpet. So here's the finished product. A very simple and inexpensive graduation themed balloon setup. So if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, go ahead on and like, and please subscribe, and you'll get notifications on future videos on balloon and event decor. So until next time, I'll see you guys later.